This week on Gadget Gurus, we review my Inspiron 14R by Dell. We talk a little bit about the HP TouchPad that's going to launch on July 1st. And also a little bit about WebOS and an awesome video that appeared on the internet. How you can play a racing game with a receipt printer. All this week on Gadget Gurus.
Gadget Gurus, episode 56. It's Monday, June 20th, 2011.
Wow. So you guys are probably wondering, new setup here, which is awesome. We're still getting used to it, but it works pretty well. And Eric did bring up in the chat room, I probably need a camera right in front of me, but for as of now, I mean, we have a camera that we can use, but, you know, we're going to have to do some hardware upgrades to our broadcast machine first. So how you doing today, Joe?
I'm doing super. Thanks for asking, Nicholas.
I hate that we can't see the Fab Bub sign. We're going to have to move that down.
Joke me in the face.
Oh,
You could actually put it in front of right here.
Yeah,
But that'd be confusing. I don't know.
Oh, well.
Whatever.
No mech cam, you're right, Carlo. We had one set up last week.
Well, we might still have one set up. This might be bad.
Oh, gosh. All right, Jeff, so let's talk about a little bit about my Dell Inspiron 14R. For you guys that are wondering, you probably noticed I have been using it in the past couple of shows to show screenshots and stuff. And right now, it's running Ubuntu 11.04. Ships with HP. It's by Dell. It ships with a version of Windows 7. I think it's Home Premium, so like the lower end version, but it still, does mostly everything you want. Now there's a couple different configurations you can get here. You can get 2 gigabytes, and it's all DDR3. It's the newest Core i3 processor, 4 cores actually, and I think it's 2.5 gigahertz. I'll have to look at that when we get to it. But it starts off at $399 if you go 2 gigs of RAM and a 250 gig hard drive. Yeah, my side head there. Anyway, and I upgraded to a 4 gigs of DDR3 RAM and a 320 gigabyte hard drive because I'm not going to be storing too much on here. And plus, I got cloud backup as well as USB, and it's got eSATA, which is awesome. So you got fast data transfers. Unfortunately, it doesn't have USB 3, but there's not very many laptops that are shipping with USB 3 right now. I think a couple of the Alienwares do, and maybe the HP Envies, which are like $1,500. So take that in consideration. But it does ship with Windows 7. That's included in the price. You can also get, Dell's got all these customization features here. So what I did, I went with, like I said, 4 gigs of DDR3 RAM and 320 gigabyte hard drive. Now, that puts you at $515 right now. So that's still, for what you're getting. So you're getting quad-core, 2.53 gigahertz. Thank you, Carlo. i3 processor, which I'm going to have to say it's a pretty good processor. I haven't, maxed out or anything. And I did edit one video on here, but, it was with the 4 gigs of RAM and the quad core, it was doing pretty well. I didn't upgrade anything else. They have Dell's not like too big on upgrades. You can get some protection plans. I didn't do that. I actually paid about $465 for this laptop, even though it says $514 or $515. My dad has a corporate discount, so I was able to get $50 off. So the standard price was $465 maybe, and then I got that's not including shipping. So I think I ended up paying $488 or something for the whole laptop, which is not bad at all. Overall, it's very nice. It's got the it's got a 15-in-1 or 17-in-1 or something like that.
Yeah.
SD card reader. It reads multi-card reader. It's got, like I said, eSATA. I like the fact that they started doing these with a lot of the newer laptops and netbooks. They put all of the main connectors, like if you're gonna dock this on your desk. So you have your AC, your VGA, a couple USBs in the back, and then you've got CD burner. What else you got? And then you've got a USB over here, and you've got the eSATA. This is interesting. They did eSATA USB combo. So
Oh, you can plug one or the other into the same plug?
the same plug. It's pretty cool. I mean, it looks kind of weird, but
Man, that's crazy.
yeah. And it's got HDMI. I have to say that does work under Ubuntu. It does have Intel's HD integrated graphics, which is like their system on a chip combo, which, I mean, I'm not too big of a fan of it, but most of the common Linux distros nowadays support that as like a native graphics driver, so you don't have to install any third-party software. So for somebody who's testing a lot of Linux distros, pretty awesome. It's just plug and play essentially. Now the reason I went with a 14-inch screen is because I wanted mobility, but I wanted a CD burner or not really a burner, just a reader, a CD DVD reader. And the main reason for that is, like I said, I would test out a lot of Linux distros for the shows and also just for my personal preference. And I noticed searching online, like I follow up with most laptops and stuff, but, you know, when I was searching online, I figured out 14 inches is about the sweet spot between mobility and still having a DVD drive.
Does it have Blu-ray?
No, it's not Blu-ray,
Okay.
unfortunately. But, you know, I think it would be nice to have a Blu-ray burner, or not a Blu-ray player, but you wouldn't have to have a burner. I mean, who's going to burn Blu-rays? But
Burn
anyway,
stuff anymore. I mean, come on.
yeah, really.
That's so old school.
The only complaint I have with this right now is I know they don't do this anymore, but I kind of like having a hinge lock on here. You know,
Is it like magnetized or like
not
just
magnetized or
a
anything.
cam kind of hinge so that it kind of like holds itself closed?
You can't, like, you actually have to. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
magnetized,
like a little
but yeah.
cam kind of
Yeah.
where when it gets to a certain point, it kind of pulls
Right.
itself.
But I still like the latch. I mean, you know, it's really just personal preference with the safety hazards and stuff. Well, not safety hazards, but I don't want my screen flying off. But anyway, yeah.
Warning,
Oh.
warning, no latch detected.
1.3 megapixel camera on the front here.
Nice.
all
Dude, we
right.
could use that.
Yeah. It's really grainy. It's not that great, but it does have a pretty decent microphone.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
But one more complaint: the reason they made this keyboard so small to make it fit on the 14-inch body, and they use a function key to do F. Actually, all your F keys are function, which kind of sucks.
Effing key, man.
Yeah.
They put an effing key on the board.
Yeah. So, but I do appreciate this of Dell. I kind of wish they would have made these functions instead of making the F keys, because I use the F keys a lot more than these functions. So you've got going left to right. You've got like turn on your external display. You've got Wi-Fi, battery indicator. You can turn the brightness up and down on the top row here. Unfortunately, I have not gotten that to work under Ubuntu. I installed Dell actually has. I do credit Dell for this. They have a download pack in the Ubuntu Software Center.
Well, don't they ship some of their laptops with Ubuntu?
That one I was looking at, that I was going to buy, or I was thinking about buying, it had Ubuntu on it.
Which that's great. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're going to go with,
That is true.
if you want to do like a Linux box, I would say go with a Dell just because they halfway support most of that stuff. Now, if you get a laptop that doesn't have, a Ubuntu kind of version of it, they might not support it as well, but still, I mean, they're pretty standard with their stuff, so.
If you start if you actually start dabbling around with Linux, you don't really care about. I mean, you don't really want that.
But
I mean,
it'd be kind of cool to have those drivers if you need
I
them.
know, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
I installed it, but that did fix one problem. It did fix one of my play functions on here weren't working either. But simple install, you can get those working. And then it's got mute, volume up and down, skip tracks on the left and right, and then it's got the pause play, and you can turn off the mouse, the trackpad, because if you're using the trackpad typing and stuff, you don't want that on. One more thing I really like about this laptop, I know this is minor, but Jacob has you have what am I thinking of? An HP Mini in it, a Mini 10, like a netbook.
It's I have two.
Oh yeah.
I have the HP Mini, and then I have the Dell Inspiron Mini.
Yeah, but both of those have the single touchpad.
Yes.
So you got your clickers on the. It's kind of like a MacBook.
And they're I don't know about the Inspiron Mini, but I know the Dell HP Mini supports that now. So
oh yeah, that was under
with
Linux Mint, yeah.
with Linux Mint at least.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that it does Ubuntu as well. But the cool thing about this laptop is the clickers are separate. The left and right mouse pad, or not mouse. What am I thinking of? Mouse buttons are separate, and then you have your touchpad all by itself. So that's awesome. Other than that, I'm really happy with the Core i3 processor. I'm not doing much like hard work, I guess you could say, on this, but for what I need it to do, I mean, I edited a video. It was about a 5 or 7 minute video, and it encoded and exported relatively quickly. So, and also recorded 720p off that webcam through an application that's on Ubuntu, and it worked out great.
Sweet.
So, yeah, you know, overall, I think I'd have to give it a 4.5 out of 5 if we're going on a 5 scale. Probably a 9 out of 10. I know that doesn't really. Anyway, probably a 9 out of 10 or a 4.5 out of 5, depending on what scale you go to. So,
out of a
20, I'd have to
5
give it
out
an
of 5.
18.
We're gonna have to give it a 9 out of 10.
Now,
Right?
it is so hot in the studio right now.
Because we got these big LEDs shining on us.
That's
No.
not, it's hot outside too.
Yeah,
Anyway.
and also, yeah.
Yeah.
You also have all the monitors, like heat blowing on you, and like you're surrounded by heat generating
all the exhaust.
devices.
Oh, well.
I'm like, just be over here,
Yeah.
away from everything.
Let's talk about some of these news stories here, and I'm really excited about this thing. The HP TouchPad. We talked about this before. It's the WebOS tablet. It's the first HP Palm like together kind of deal tablet that they've made. It's gonna go up for pre-order in just under, well, I guess like, what would that be? 11 days, 10 days, something like that. So for $500, you'll be able to pre-order your HP TouchPad, and I'm pretty interested in this. $500. It's got pretty standard specs. It's got a 1.2 gigahertz dual-core Snapdragon processor.
Sweet.
Now, unfortunately,
$500 isn't bad.
I know. You can get it at Radio Shack, Walmart, Staples, Best Buy, Newegg, Amazon, Office Max, Office Depot, Costco, and I'm guessing if you wait it out, you'll probably be able to get one for less than that because pre-order. I mean, Costco will probably have it cheaper than $500.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
the 30 that's for 16 gigs, but 32 gigs is $599. Only issue I see is it doesn't run WebOS, but I want to see what the WebOS on a tablet looks like, and I've always liked WebOS.
I was over at Best Buy today, and they had the Galaxy
Tab 2.1s.
Yeah, they had the 16 and the 32 gig sitting out there, and I thought it was pretty nice, but I don't know. It's still kind of.
Yeah.
I don't really care for the digital buttons. Like I mean, I know it's still a touch button, but it's the dedicated button. I don't have to worry about it like where to go.
It's a weird setup as well. Jacob and I play with one, and it's got 3 buttons as opposed to 4.
And they made them all kind of like artistic. And oh, sorry, you can't even see my fingers.
You can't even.
They made them all artistic because, like, they wanted them. They basically, to me, they all look the same unless you really look at them.
Right? Yeah, they all like arrows pointing.
It looks
up.
like a house just rotated different ways or something. I'm like, what does this even mean? What does this mean?
So
Double rainbow all the way.
yeah, I'm interested in it though. For one thing, we may see a maybe a hacked version of Android run on this bad boy. I don't know, but WebOS has always been it's never had the developer support like the apps and stuff, but it's always been a very nice polished OS, I believe. And another story I included here is WebOS is now integrating with Skype, and that's one of the cool things about the new tablet is you'll be able to run Skype. It kind of reminds me, for all you Linux users, is it looks like GNOME 3 a little bit at the top there. I know that WebOS was first, but that's what it reminds me of. So yeah. Skype's going to allow you to do video calling over Wi-Fi and 3G. You'll be able to do it on the O2 network in Germany. It'll work on the Pre 3 and some other devices, including the HP Veer. I found a pretty cool video when I was looking around on Gadget today for some stories. And they're using a Sony PS3 controller, the 6-axis controller, and they're playing a racing game on a receipt machine.
That's
now,
hilarious.
We don't have audio, but I previewed this, and there's not like any good. I mean, it's not like anything you're gonna miss. So Let's watch this. It's pretty funny. Kind of reminds me of like a DIY project or something.
Oh, they're using the display to
Yeah.
move it. Dude, that's awesome. So is it actually printing that paper or just pulling it through?
I don't think it's printing the paper. I think it's just pulling it through. But of course, they did print it once.
Yeah.
So
Because that'd be kind of wasteful.
yeah.
Whee! It's a light bike.
Yeah, from Tron. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh.
Oh, he made it. Oh. Oh.
Oh. He hit that.
Oh, he almost hit it. Oh, he hit it. Boom! That's awesome.
That is
They couldn't
pretty
make it say it the other way. Oh, it actually does print it, dude.
cool. Oh, it does?
Yes, that is
I've seen
a
it.
whole waste of... We're wasting paper as we play the game!
Oh. What'd they do here? Okay. You can actually play online, so that's what I'm going to do now for the rest of the show. I don't really know how to play.
You probably hit the arrows. You probably have to click in the box first.
Yeah, it's not working.
You have to click in the box.
It's
there.
a,
There you go.
Standard control. So, this is pretty cool. Oh, and I died, and now it's going everywhere.
Oh, gosh.
So, that's pretty awesome. Let's rate it up here and make sure to see what they were doing here. Yeah, like you said, they are using the light beamer to display the game to represent the car. Yeah. Anyway, pretty awesome. Now, this is another interesting story I ran across today when I was looking through some of these stories. You know how we talked about the fact that we were talking about, was it last week or something, that iOS apps and Android apps, especially the WakeMate and the Fitbit, they allow you to track your sleep patterns and like how far you walk during the day and stuff, and then it logs it during the day on your smartphone. Well, this is a new, pretty awesome thing that I saw, and it's from the same company that makes Leo's like tweeting scale. Leo made them popular with like the scale that tweets, and it interfaces with an iOS application, and what it allows you to do is take your blood pressure, and it displays on the iPhone as well as not only displaying, but it also logs it on your iPhone. You can keep track of that stuff. Gives you a nice web interface through their web application. And word has it, I was looking on their website earlier, that it actually displays, if you have, well, of course, you'll have to spend like $200 on that scale, but if you have both of those, you can actually, oh gosh, it's going for the shot.
Oh!
You can like compare them, and like you can see, like if you're trying to lose some weight and you're trying to get your blood pressure down, it'll give you a chart and stuff. I didn't actually watch this video, so
Prepare for porn. No, I'm just kidding.
we got a ad here.
Nice. See, I told you. AOL. AOL's still around?
Yeah, they own Gadget and TechCrunch.
How is AOL even around anymore?
It's Thomas J at AOL.com.
Yeah.
Oh. There it is.
Yeah.
Send to iPhone. Just place iPhone inside of blood pressure cuff.
Yeah.
And, oh my god, it killed it! Dude, that'd be great. Someone, like, put a iPhone case or an iPhone inside the blood pressure cuff.
And it just squeezed it.
It just crushed it beyond recognition. It does this. I got my arm in it. Warning, do not stand near.
I'm getting kind of bored.
Wow, this is amazing. It looks like a normal blood pressure machine, I'm just saying. Oh.
Well, see, he was using it. He was checking it with that, and now he's gonna compare it.
Oh, that's real good. Wait, what?
He went to a drugstore to compare like that actual machine with the one that's gonna be on his iPhone. You see the iPhone thing? He's not using.
I thought you said something about weight.
No, they have a scale that you can do that does it as well. It stays on your Wi-Fi network and logs it automatically for you.
So he has his iPhone plugged up to a blood pressure machine.
A cuff that is hooked up via the 30-pin connector. Forget about the supermarket. Like, here's a picture of it right here. Like, he just went
It's
there.
completely wrong. One or the other is. Well, like that big of a difference between the two. Like, that's a whole new scale of like that's hypertension.
Yeah, so here you go. Here's the cuff. And it hooks up via... the
Drains your
30-pin
battery
connector.
instantly.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And I had another story here. Let me see if I can find it.
It can also double as a... Oh, wait, never mind.
What? Ha ha ha. Alright, I'll have to go find it. Hold on, I think it's one over here. Nope. Alright, yeah.
So, basically, we have gone 36 minutes. And that's about it.
Oh, here you go. So yeah,
Basically, that's what happens when...
that's what happens when you have nothing to complain about a pretty good laptop. Yeah. Now, Jet, we may want to mention that next week... well,
I
first,
will not be here.
Yeah, Jet won't be here. Not quite sure. There's no Saturday show this week. So, there's not a show on Saturday, Monday, Thursday, tentative Saturday.
Basically, the next 15 months, we're not having...
No.
We're actually done. This is the last show. See you guys later. Okay, see ya.
So, the newsletter will still go out. I'm pretty happy with our newsletter subscription. I think we have about 18 subscribers on the newsletter. And that's pretty awesome, honestly. Because, it takes... Some people, it takes them... they don't want to put their subscription or anyway, so... Yeah. Carlos said he gets a sleep late on Saturday, so do I. No, I don't. I have to go to a family reunion.
Family reunion.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us on this episode of
Gadget Gurus.
Gadget Gurus. As always, you can follow
You.
me on Twitter, twitter.com/thatnickjones, and nickjones.me is my blog. Follow Jacob on Twitter, twitter.com/freakinghuge, FreakingHuge, as well as his blog, jacobroberts.me.
Man, we're slow.
We're slow? Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, until next time, I'm Nick Jones,
I'm Jacob Roberts.
and we are the Gadget Gurus.
Peace.